Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing the extended USA forecast for today's second video. So it's also on Wednesday, have a look at the weather for the next couple of weeks, next 6 weeks actually, in the United States. I should get on that for you in a moment. Just to say that our first video today was 6 AM UK weather forecast, and going to be live streaming at 6 PM this evening. We're going to be going live with our 10 to 14 day, so hopefully I'll see you at 6. There's also going to be an events video as well coming up later on today, so that is going to be looking at 2 or 3 events coming up over the weekend. Candle Cooling Camp Festival, I think, coming up, and Deer Shed. So that will be coming up straight after this one. And there may be more videos as well. I've got lots and lots of videos stacked up that I've got to do over the next couple of days. So just watch this space. We're going to be like a conveyor belt, I think, turning them out one after another in the next day or so. But anyway, please like, share, subscribe on all of our content. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. And thanks so much to ECMWF.it for supplying the charts as well. Right, we're going to start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly for the United States. This takes us through next week, the 31st of July to the 7th of August. So we've got a trough of low pressure next week in the northeastern part of the states, a ridge, excuse me, out through central parts of America and down into the south, and then another trough off the west coast as well, coming in from off the Pacific Ocean. Temperatures look like that, so quite cool in the northeastern corner of the United States actually next week, and out on the west coast as well. Meanwhile though, the southern states looking very warm or really hot actually down in the southern states from Texas towards Georgia. We see temperature anomalies of like 3-6 degrees above average in what is already a very hot time of the year, of course, down there. So be 6 degrees above average in Texas in July is going to be really hot. Up to the northern part of the states, again the far northwest looks a little bit warmer, but certainly central northern states down towards the northern part of the Rockies perhaps looking just a little bit cooler. Precipitation wise it looks like this, so a lot of variation, but wetter than average through the central states, again from the Rockies towards the Midwest. So we're coming up towards the Great Lakes, it's drier than average. Wet down the west coast and wet towards the east coast. And then the southern states, where of course have all of that hot weather, there we see the precipitation anomaly is significantly drier than normal as well. So very dry and hot down across the south of America. Week 2 will be the 7th to the 14th of August. Looks like we've got some higher pressure down towards the south, ridges across those southern states still, presumably keep the heat wave going there. Otherwise weaker pressure, so probably some lower pressure coming into these northern states perhaps. Let's see how the temperature anomaly is stacking up. So proper north-south split. Oh dear me, got a cough today. Proper north-south split with both temperatures very warm across the southern states, significantly above average temperatures down there. Cooler though in the northern and in the northeastern states. So again from the east coast towards the Midwest and around the Great Lakes as well, cooler averages there, and then coming back through the Rockies in towards the west of the northwest of America, there we see cooler than average conditions too, but also hot down across the southern states. The heat looks like it's transferred more towards the west, so it's moving perhaps more towards Oklahoma, Arizona, those sort of areas, out towards the southwestern corner of America, but still like 3 to 6 degrees above average, so still very hot for those southern states. And as far as precipitation is concerned, no data. Let's try and refresh that. What's going on here, EC? Oh dear. Right, let's have another go. The current product can't be, let's see what's going to happen there. Thanks so much, EC. Causing me all sorts of problems with my video. Oh dear, this isn't going very well, is it? What's going on? What's going on? It's not going to do it, is it? No. Well, there we go. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do about that, so let me pause the video. Hold on, everybody. Okay, we're back. Whether this is going to carry on working mode through the rest of the video, I'm not sure. But this is for week 2 presentation on again. I'm very sorry about that, but we are relying on these third-party websites. So if they don't work, you know, then it leaves us with all sorts of problems. This is for week 2 presentation on again for America, 7th to 14th of August. Wetter than average in the northwest, drier than average in the south and the southwest, and a bit wet towards the east coast as well. Generally, looks like there's a wetter swathe that's coming in from the northwest, going through the midwest, and perhaps over towards the eastern regions. And then, of course, we have the high pressure down in the south and southwest. That's where the hottest and the driest weather will be, therefore. Right, let's see how much farther on we can get. So this is week 3, 14th to the 21st of August, updated nicely. So this one, it has higher pressure off the east coast of America this time. Nice ridge off the eastern seaboard. Still this ridge in the south and in the southwest is beginning to extend up the western side. Probably going to be some low pressure through the central states. Let's put in question mark, and maybe coming in off the Pacific coast as well. Temperature anomalies for week 3. Looks like that. A warmer week across most parts of America as those higher pressure influences take over. So becoming warmer than average really from coast to coast actually. There is a cooler area off the Pacific coast down towards the southwest and around the Great Lakes as well. Looks a little bit cooler through there, maybe into far northeast. But generally it looks like it's turning significantly more across the states, heat spreading out from the south and from the southwest in the 3rd week. And precipitation looks like that. So drier than average in many areas actually towards the eastern seaboard and the west coast. It's a bit wetter, but largely drier than average again, especially through the central and Rocky Mountain and western states. Once more, okay, week 5 will be or week 4 will be the 21st, 28th of August. Weakening signals, got some higher pressure towards the far north, otherwise a very weak signal. By then, temperatures look like that. Still quite warm, actually, especially through the central and eastern states. That's a little bit cooler out to the far west and northwest. And as far as precipitation is concerned, it's drier than average again through these central parts of America. Those dry conditions may be shifting a little bit further eastwards, although the eastern seaboard and the west coast continues to look a little bit on the unsettled side. And then lastly, week 6 will be the 28th of August, 4th of September. We get some higher pressure around the Great Lakes, but again, it is a very weak signal for week 5 or week 4, week 5. It's either week 4 or week 5 or week 5 or week 6. Depends whether you take this week, which we don't see there, as the first week or not, really. And as far as temperatures are concerned for this final week, let's call it that, it's warmer than average through many parts of America, but cooler over into the far northwest. And as far as precipitation lastly is concerned, very weak signal, perhaps a bit on the wet side in the far northwest, maybe down towards the Gulf Coast as well. That's quite interesting. That might be picking up on some sort of a tropical development down there, but of course it's a very long way off. The out of the Atlantic also looks quite wet through there, but towards the seaboard it's drier, and many parts of America actually hint at being a little bit on the drier side by that point. Okay, sorry about the problem in the middle of the video, everybody, with having to pause it. But there we go, that's how it looks this week. If you enjoyed this extended USA forecast, please can you like, share, and subscribe. We're going to be back with more content very, very shortly. We're live streaming our 10 to 14 there at 6 PM, so hopefully I'll see you a little bit later on for that one. For this one, though, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.